Claude Code feels like it gets worse the longer you work. This video is the fix. The problem isn't the model. It's that nobody taught you the one rule everything else depends on. I've been watching AI coding tools since before they were good, and the single biggest mistake I see every time comes down to one misunderstanding. People think the context window is a chat box. It is not. It's a budget. Here's what that means in practice. The model has a fixed amount of room. Everything competes for it. Your instructions, the files it reads, every message in the conversation, its own thinking. And here is the part that matters. When the tank fills with noise, there's less room for the thing you actually want. Reasoning. That's why answers get vague near the end of a long session. That's why it forgets what you said. The attention is spread too thin across too much junk. Once you see context as a budget, everything about using this tool well falls into place. So let me give you the 4 moves that protect it. Starting with the one I teased. Move 1. Stop saying read the whole codebase. When you ask Claude to investigate the whole codebase, it reads everything, hundreds of files, all landing in your budget. I know it's easy, after all we think that AI knows it all, should be able to figure it out. Instead, scope it. Tell it exactly what you're looking for. Same question. A fraction of the cost. That alone gives a lot of people their context back. But there's a sharper version of this. Move 2. Some questions you don't want in your history at all. Quick checks. What does this flag do? If you ask those normally, the answer lives in your context forever, taking up room. There's a command for throwaway questions. The answer pops up, you read it, it's gone. It never enters the conversation. You checked a detail without spending a cent of your budget. This is the habit that separates people. Veterans are stingy. They ask, does this need to live in my context? Before every message. Usually the answer is no. Move 3. And this is the big one. When you genuinely need heavy research, don't do it in your main session. Send a subagent. A subagent is a separate Claude instance with its own budget. It does the messy reading in its own window. Then it reports back a clean summary. Your main session never sees the 30 files. It only sees the answer. This is, hands down, one of the most powerful things in the tool, because your fundamental constraint is context. And a subagent is how you do expensive work without paying for it in the session that matters. I'm doing a whole separate video on subagents. It's that important. Move 4. Eventually, a long session compacts itself. It summarizes the old conversation to make room. The problem is, the automatic summary throws away things you needed. You can control what survives. In your project's config, you tell it what to always preserve, the list of files you changed, the test commands, the decisions you made, so when it cleans up, it keeps the load-bearing stuff and drops the noise. Here's what I want you to take from this. Every one of these moves is the same idea wearing a different hat. Protect the budget, scope your asks, throw away what you don't need, delegate the heavy lifting, control the cleanup. Do that. And the tool that supposedly gets dumb just stays sharp. Session after session, and the next mistake is hiding in that config file I just mentioned. Most people's setup is quietly making things worse, and they have no idea. That's the next video. I'm gray hair, go guard your budget.